So I'm in the back of this Uber and he's saying, they're teaching kids it's okay to be gay in schools. And I said, oh, it's a shame you say that because I'm bisexual and that affects me. And he went, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, I don't want to upset anyone. It's just, in my religion, the anus isn't meant for sex. And I said, well, have you ever had oral sex? And he went, yeah. And I said, well, the mouth's not really meant for sex, is it? And he went, oh. And I said, I'll see you in hell. He loved that. He laughed. We laughed all the way through the journey. At one point, he said, you're really funny. Are you on Facebook? I was like, darling, I'm a huge fucking deal. But nobody, shouted. No one was aggressive. No one was violent. We just had an adult conversation about it. I got out the cab, reported him to Uber, and he lost his job. It's a nice story. It's a nice story. What he was referring to was, at that time, we had protests in our local area outside one of our schools. It was against this, you might remember, it was in the press a little bit. It's called No Outsiders, and it was a series of books that had been curated by one of the teachers at the school, a man called Andrew Moffat. And it was literally books that teach kids that some people have mummies and daddies and all different shapes and sizes of family. This is one of the books, Mommy, Mama and Me, completely harmless book. I'm against this book myself, just because it looks to me like they're raising a young Phil Spector, but other than that, it's a perfectly nice book. This is one of the other books, Daddy, Popper and Me. Again, I'm against this because it looks like Dominic Cummings and I are raising a child weird. I think that's fairly clear. But our MP at the time was this man, a man called Roger Godsiff. Now, I know he looks like a pantomime villain. He's absolutely not. He's a real-life villain. He's a twat. And he's a Labour MP, voted against gay marriage, and while these anti-LGBT protests going on in his constituency, he was nowhere to be seen. I'd emailed him, no response, and in the end, I was like, I'm just going to have to smoke this prick out. So I just did a bit of light trolling of Roger Godsiff, that's all I did. I just tweeted, I just said, has anyone seen Roger Godsiff? I think I saw him riding his bike. Where might you have seen him? People went mad for this. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the gym getting serious gains. I saw him playing for the local team. I mean, it got weird quite quickly, but that's Twitter, isn't it? That's what happens on Twitter. But while Roger Godsiff was nowhere to be seen, these protests kept going on. They went on for weeks. And in the end, the protesters started speaking to the press, and they're saying mad shit like this. This is to the BBC. When it comes to sex and things, why are they teaching them that? Why can't they just teach them what they need to be taught? No one was teaching kids how to have gay sex. That's not what these books are about. They're literally teaching kids that some people have mummies, daddies, and all different shapes and sizes of family. No one would write a book teaching kids how to have gay sex. And then I thought, I would like to see that book. And, sometimes if you want something to exist, you have to make it yourself, totally. So this is A is for anal. I've been working on it for a while. It's a very simple concept in many ways. Very simple concept. Teach a child the alphabet and gay sex is a very simple concept. David Walliams gave me a quote which is so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. So lovely of David Walliams. And we could play this together, boys and girls. Shout out, what do we think B is for, boys and girls? Balls. Well done, it is balls. It gets trickier. What do we think C's for? CBT, lovely thought. No, it's not, but there's no wrong answers here. Anyone else?
Cock cage.
Cock cage? It's not cock cage, but it could be a cock cage. Yeah, no, I'll give it to you. It's cupping another bloke's balls. That's what it is. What do we think D's for, boys and girls? Dark room, there's some queers in, there we go. Some of you might need to Google that is later, some confused straight people looking at me there. What's a dark room? Just go to it. There's a place called Bolts that I'd recommend. Anyway, E's quite tricky. What do you think E's for, boys and girls? No, that's a nice thought there, Ellen, a nice thought, lovely. Emo?
Easy access.
It is easy access, well done! Well done! Very good! Said so confidently. Dad, is that you?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a final thing and then I'm going to fuck off. So this is my favourite thing that's come as a result of me being a bit weird with somebody online. A friend of mine was looking for somewhere to live in London, which, as I'm sure you're aware, is quite expensive, quite difficult increasingly. He found somewhere on Gumtree that looked kind of promising, did a bit of emailing back and forth, realised pretty quickly this is probably a scam. And so he sent all the emails that he'd done already over to me and just did the subject heading, "Do your absolute worst." A girl called Gemma, who was supposedly advertising this property, I sent her a fresh email. I said, "Hello, Gemma. I'm contacting you regarding the apartment listed on Gumtree. I'm interested in a viewing and wanted to arrange. Regards, Joe Lycett." Used my own name on this one. I got a reply. Hello, Mr. Joe. The flat is situation in the London borough of Islington, a beautiful area with park and facilities. I had a look on Google Maps for the nearest facilities. They are Pentonville Prison. In order to do the viewing, I would need to come to you from my residence in Stockholm. This is obviously very expensive for me, so I need assurance that you are interested and have available funding. I need you to pay a deposit of $220, which you will have returned to you immediately on viewing. This is to be arranged by my trusted partner, moneytoindia.eu. Nothing suspicious about that. I will also need your current address to send documentation to. Please contact me to arrange. Thanks, Gemma. So I just turned the weirdness up just a little notch. I said, hi, Gemma. Thanks for your speedy reply. What a coincidence that you are in Stockholm. I am on holiday there right now. I wasn't, of course. I was in my garden in Birmingham having a glass of Prosecco. Let's meet and discuss and arrange the viewing. My current address is 118 New Oxford Street, London, WC1A 1HL. That is the address of a Dorothy Perkins. Regards, Joe Lycett, she replied. Mr. Joe, I am not currently in Stockholm, actually, but I'm on business for the next 3 weeks in Berlin. The best way to secure a viewing is to pay the deposit using moneytoindia.eu. Thank you, Gemma. So I just turned the weirdness up just another little notch. Guten Tag, Frau Gemma! That is so crazy. I just booked a holiday to Berlin next week. Where are you staying? I can't wait to meet you. I also booked Ich weiß, das ist ein Betrug, which is German for I know this is a scam. Thanks, Joe. She didn't spot it. She said, Mr. Joe, I will be very busy in Berlin and will not be able to see you. You must pay the deposit or I cannot secure the viewing. Thank you, Gemma. So I left it another couple of days and I just sent, Gemma, I'm here. Where are you? I have been to Berlin about a year or so ago, so I attached a picture of me from that holiday at Potsdamer Platz just to give it a sense of realism, you know. Put the willies up her. Replied, Mr. Joe, I'm no longer in Berlin on business. If you would like a viewing, you need to pay the deposit. I'm happy to reduce to 200 USD through my trusted partners at moneytoindia.eu, Gemma. So I replied, Gemma, what a pity. I'm here all alone. And I realised I don't know what you look like, so I've just been shouting Gemma for an hour. I suppose I will have to pay the deposit. I hope you don't mind, but I have an old friend who works at the FBI, and I'm just going to ask him to do a quick check to make sure this isn't a scam. Thanks, Joe. Pretty quick reply to that one. Mr. Joe, the property is no longer available, sadly, so the check will not be necessary. Please confirm you've received this. I didn't reply. Got another one. Mr. Joe, did you receive my last email? The property's... To be honest, I've got quite a few of these. Some are quite manic, like in bold, this kind of thing. It's like really panics, like, Mr. Joe, property no longer available. I left it another couple of days, and then I replied. Frau Gemma. In order to secure cancellation of FBI check, I need you to pay me deposit. Interval time. I often think my audiences are funnier than I am, so I'd like to test that theory with a little Twitter game. I'd like you to tweet me in on @Joe Lycett, that's my Twitter name, and I'd like you to tweet me in with make a TV presenter sexy. Something like Jizzy Carr, but funnier than that. That's the best I can come up with. Send as many as you can think of in. We'll go through the best ones after the interval. We'll do 20 minutes, and then that's it. See you shortly. So what did you think?
You call that a joke?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try better next time.
Not better, best!
I know, I'm sorry. I've let you down. I've really let you down. I didn't mean...
You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed, I tell you.
Right, I'm really feeling like I can do better this time.
Not better, best!
Okay, best.
Show me the money!
I will. Good interval, good interval. My agent was being a real prick back there. I've been reading your tweets. Some fucked up people in this room. Oh! Right. If I call your name out, if I read one of your tweets out, could you stand up for us? Could we have house lights up for this as well, just so I can see them? Oh, also, Leon, are you all right to... This is Leon, everybody. Say hi, Leon.
Are you all right to come out and... So they said, this is my cameraman, I can do whatever I like with him. I mean, if anyone's got suggestions... Hello, Leon. So we're going to zoom in on people. Oh, lovely, look at that. Let's just have a test. Oh, yes. What are these guys? What's your names?
Tony.
Tony and?
Richard.
Tony and Richard. How do you know each other, Tony and Richard?
Partners.
Partners, OK. We've got a lovely picture there. Smile for us. Very nice. That's going straight on Twitter when we finish the show. Find these men. Right, let's have a look at your tweets. There's some really funny ones. Really funny ones. Some people didn't really understand. Oh, love Zoe Ballbag from Fraser, that's good. Oh, where is Fraser, actually? Stand up, Fraser C04. Where are you? Hello, Fraser. 103 followers. 104 now, I'm following you. And I will follow you home. You sent in Joe Likes Dick. Thanks, mate. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Just like it. I'm not in love with it. I like a dick. I like a dick. Thanks, Fraser. Round of applause for Fraser. Something wrong with Mel and Sue. Somebody's put Bell and Pooh. This one's really nice. Where's Dave Moore? Dave Moore. Tweet time, Dave? Where are you? You up top there as well? You only sent one in, Dave. You haven't given much information on your profile either. You've got 92 followers. The last thing you did was retweet Jonathan Ross. This isn't a Jonathan Ross-based tweet. What'd you do, Dave? A finance analyst. Gosh, it's boring people up there, isn't it? Where'd you live, Dave? In Kent. Oh. Oh. Mixed response from the room for Kent. People down here not sure they like Kent. But then some other people over there love it. Hey, it takes all sorts, doesn't it? You sent in, Dave, Tess sucks off your dad daily. That's really nice. Really lovely work. Round of applause for Dave. Lovely stuff. Daily. Sucks off your dad daily.